Hey, Rubicon's having a problem uploading a video here, so I'm testing something. I will show you this bowl full of candy here for a moment while I edit this film. I had messed up the pause and record buttons, so I missed, I think, the Ogre's whole first turn to the battle rep that's coming up. Hope you like it anyways. Happy Easter. Bye. Okay, grudge match, father-son, day before Easter battle.
Oh, Easter's tomorrow.
Easter's tomorrow. We have 6 Iron Guts. We have a unit of 4
Lead Belchers.
Thank you. Those are the Proxy Yetis. There, 5 of them. We have 5 Ogre Bulls with what's that guy in it?
That's the Slaughtermaster.
Slaughtermaster with the level 4.
And he also has some Book of Asher, I think it is,
Okay.
that gives him +1 to cast and dispel.
Nice. And this is the Stonehorn that we're representing there with the Hunter on top.
With the crossbow.
With the crossbow. And 5 more Ogre Bulls. And then these newly painted unit of 3 man-eaters that have Scout and Sniper.
Scout and Poison.
Poison. Scout and Poison. And then I am playing my 2,000 point Dark Elf list, which everyone's seen before. But we have 5 Harpies, level 1 Fire Mage, Blackguard with the Armor Piercing Banner, 5 Harpies, Cauldron BSB, 30 Corsairs with the Frenzy Banner, 20 Spearmen with the Standard of Discipline, and level 4 Mage in the corner, 5 more Harpies, 3 units of 7 Shades Extra Hand Weapon Musicians. And we also have the Yeti that'll be coming on later.
That's a Gorger.
Gorger will be coming on later. Ogres had first turn, so we'll run through their turn. Sorry, man, I forgot to hit the pause button. So moved these shades up to get out of the charge arc of the Iron Guts. Unfortunately, these shades had to move. I'll be shooting through the woods at them and these shades, and I'm moving the Harpies up to redirect the Yetis, which my son, 12-year-old and general very few battles, faked me out and brought the Yetis over that way. Blackguard moved up, Harpies moved over, Fire Mage went over there, Cauldron danced over behind this building a little bit, and we're rolling up Dark Elf Magic. Alright, Dark Elf Magic, we had 11 power dice. We both forgot to channel. My first spell was Pit of Shades. I pitted the Lead Belchers, killed 2 irresistibly, killed 3 around the Sorceress. I rolled a 7, 3 takes strength 10 hit, everybody in base contact. Lost 3 there and lost 3 from the power pool, which let me have enough dice to cast the Withering. It's on a 16. I got exactly 16 using Once Bitten 3/6's formula for casting spells. It's I'll share that with you. It's take the casting value of the spell, subtract your level, divide by 3, whatever number that is. That's how many dice you roll, plus 1. And it worked. Works 97% of the time. And got it off, but my son threw all of his dice at it and dispelled it. So on to Dark Elf shooting. So Dark Elf shooting, these shades danced around. Even though they're at close range, did 2 wounds only. He saved 2, needing 6s. And then these 2 shades, because I had to move and shoot through woods, because he surprised me with the Yetis, didn't have shots, did 1 wound. So took off 1 Iron Gut. On to Ogre, turn 2. Okay, Ogre charges were awesome. He had these Ogre Iron Guts way back there, and he needed an 11 to get in, and he made it, got in. So now they have their special Ogre die 3 impact hit. Sight unit of Shades is toast. Harpies passed the fear check against the Yetis, but they're going to be toast. These Ogres moved up. Lead Belchers failed to rally. They're still running. That's the handy dandy yellow scared feet running like a chicken tokens that I've made. We misread. That's not the Stonehorn. That's the other one that has the Aura of Frost. The Thunder Tusk is what that is. These ogres moved up, and the Man-Eaters. Yeti came on. He rolled a 3, so Yeti came on. He brought him up over here, and the Man-Eaters turned around to face like that. So just painted these guys up. I still got to do some base work on them and stuff, but it's a side angle. I dig the parrot. And the guy's parrot's got a little mask on his head with parrot Nablar thing. Anyways, his Nablar has a little abacus. Can't see it, but it's pretty cool too. Anyways, the other 3 Man-Eaters are on the table. Not this table, the work completed table. So we'll get back with Ogre Magic. Alright, Magic, he rolled a 5 and a 1, so he got 6, I got 5, no one channeled. And he threw all of his dice at the Maw spell that he's going to put on the Corsairs, but I scrolled it. And on to shooting, which the only thing he has left is the Thunder Tusk. Was it the Beast? Not the Beast, what's it called? Hunter. The Hunter on the Thunder Tusk has a crossbow. Okay, so Hunter on top of the Thunder Tusk. I keep saying that now. Yeah, that's right, Thunder Tusk. Shot, its crossbow, penetrated ranks, killed 3 of the Corsairs.
You should clear that up. That it is.
I did, yeah. I said that the last when you were upstairs. Alright, on to Ogre hand to hand, which is bye-bye Shades. Bye-bye Harpies. Get back. Alright, so in hand to hand, Ogre impact hits killed 2 only. Shades did no wounds, did 1 wound back. And then the Ogres just annihilate him. And because the Overrun would have taken him into the rock, he just chose to reposition him like that. And of course, the Yetis made super short work of the Harpies, who were not afraid, but they got slaughtered. And that's it. So on to Dark Elf turn 2. Alright, Dark Elf movement, level 4. Came out of the bunker, hide behind the rock so she doesn't get charged. They repositioned. Harpies flew over behind the rock. These Shades moved up within 12. They moved up into the woods, moving 12 out of line of arc of the Yetis. Corsairs charged the bulls there. Blackguard swung around. Harpies, believe it or not, on a 6, passed their leadership test to march away from the Man-Eaters. Fly, 20 rather. And the level 1 Fire Mage is tucked away out of line of sight. Right there. On to Dark Elf Magic. Alright, Dark Elf Magic, we rolled up 9 on the magic dice, no channels. But you channeled, didn't you?
I channeled.
I successfully cast Pit of Shades, again using Once Bitten 360's mathematical formula. Sure I did to cast that one.
No, you didn't
he
get
just
out past Pit of Shades.
I know. I successfully cast it, but you dispelled it. He dispelled it using all of his dice. Then I cast the Withering and took the Iron Guts down from toughness 4. They're down toughness 2. Then used Power of Darkness with my last single die and got it and picked up 3 dice. Cast Big Fireball, Medium Fireball, 2d6, Strength 4 against the Man-Eaters and killed 1. That's 25%. That's a panic check for them. What's their leadership? 8, I think, right? Oh. Oh. Oh, they get enough for. Alright, Dark Elf, turn, movement, magic. We got shooting. Alright, so Shades knocked off 2 ogres, which caused them to panic, and they ran to there. And let's see, this Withering, I believe it's a remains in play. So you can dispel that on your turn if you want. And to hand, and that's the only one we have. Alright, sorry folks. That is indeed a Stonehorn. We thought it was a Stonehorn. We checked the sheet. We were looking at the wrong thing on the list and thought it was a Thunder Tusk. But in fact, after triple checking it, it is indeed a Stonehorn.
Yep.
And it's frenzied. So when the Corsairs went in, and we killed all of the Ogre Bulls. And yeah, so now I'm facing the Stonehorn. And then over here, what happened? Yeah, they're still fleeing. Toughness 2. the remains in play, and looking at a Stonehorn attack on Ogre's turn 3 coming up. So, yep, okay, we are calling it a Stonehorn, only because it is. Obviously, it made its charge. These Ogres moved up a bit. These Yetis went for a long charge into these shades. I stood and shot, did nothing, but they failed their charge. These guys actually did rally, but their toughness still is 2. And those guys at the back of the board got rid of the chicken feet there. Little chicken feet tokens I made.
We forgot to rally on my other turn.
And those chicken feet tokens are gone. Ogre Magic. Alright, Ogre turn 3 Magic saw how many dice? 9 dice? Good grief. First thing you tried to cast was Toothcracker.
Yep.
To make the Stonehorn toughness 7, which is I thought was brilliant because that means strength 3 is not going to wound it at all. But we dispelled that. Then you cast the giant maw spell, put it on the spearman, and he wound up killing 3. We passed our panic test, so they're there. The withering is still on those guys, and let's roll up that Stonehorn charge. 3 dice. Oh, you already rolled that, didn't you? Yeah, we rolled that. You got an 8. Okay, so Stonehorn doesn't get his thunderous charge this turn.
Okay. Yeah, it does.
You rolled it. You need to roll a 10 or higher. You rolled 3 dice. Remember, you rolled a 4 and a 4, added them together, and you had an 8. You needed a 10 or more. You don't add all.
Doesn't he still get 3 die 3?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He just
Okay.
doesn't get 3 die 3 plus 3 for the thunderous thing. Oh, hang on, Corsairs. Okay, so yeah, the Stonehorn came in, did 3 die 3 plus the Thunderstomp plus this plus that. He wound up killing 11 guys, and with the charge, had 12 for combat resolution. Corsairs with the extra attack actually on them doing 2 stinking wounds to that thing. But I ran 9, and he pursued total of 2 inches. So that's where it stands there. And the Dark Elves are in trouble, man. Dark Elf turn 3 coming up. Alright, so for Dark Elf Magic, we rolled up, 3 dice? Yeah.
You got
4.
6.
6, that's right.
And I got 5 because I channeled.
Yeah. And
Right.
I cast Fireball with her because I double wonned my level 4 mage. Where's she at? Yeah, I double wonned my level 4 mage, so she can't cast. So I threw all the rest of my dice with the Fireball mage, and I killed the Ogre over there. But that last one passed panic test again, which is the ninja. He says, "What now?" Anyways, on to Dark Elf shooting. Dark Elf shooting.
And there's no hand-to-hand.
Killed 2 more ogres. He passed his panic test and shooting. And there is no Dark Elf hand-to-hand, so we go to Ogre's turn 4.
Oh, wow.
I put the 5 up ward save on the Corsairs there.
I thought it was...
Okay, so Ogres, no super duper charge with the Stonehorn. Ogres made it in. This Ogre here with the great weapon, I tried to kill him, but I couldn't. He made it into the flank. Corsairs have the 5 up ward. These Yetis, I stood and shot, did 4 wounds, killed 1, wounded another one. They made it in. And Gorger and Ninja Maneater both passed leadership tests to march away because my son said the level 1 wizard was not being nice. So that's how we're looking going into Ogre Magic. Okay, Ogre Magic. He tried to cast the +1 toughness on the Stonehorn again, and Dark Elf's dispelled. So we're moving into hand-to-hand. Or shooting. 1 shot. Those guys rallied. There they are. What was it? Flying Mace flew out of the lead belcher and decapitated a shade in the trees. Hank's no longer with us. So in Ogre battle here, between Dark Elves put a wound on that guy because I don't have the Frenzy Banner anymore, so I only get 2 attacks, and they had the 5 up ward save. I don't know what I was thinking that I could save that many attacks, but put 1 wound on that guy, 4 wounds on those ogres, didn't attack the Stonehorn at all, and he killed like 12 guys. plus the charge in the flank. I was on double ones. Failed to get away. Obviously broke. Failed to get away. And that's where they pursued. Next to Cauldron there. And over here, the Yetis, I attacked them. Did 4 wounds to the Yetis. Took 4 wounds back. Oh, Yetis get stomp. 3 stomps.
4.
So you killed 1. You killed 1 more. Alright, so that I rolled a 6 on my break test. So he won by 2. My leadership's an 8. So I actually wind up still sticking with the roll that I had for my break test. Well, I got lucky there.
Folks.
So that's it. Let's see what the Dark Elves can muster up. Bottom of turn 4. Okay, so here's what happened. The Harpies here decided to charge that 1 Iron Gut, which is still toughness 2. He has 2 wounds left. And Bryce chose to flee him. So fled through his unit with a level 4 and like 5 bulls and rolled a 9 for their leadership test. Failed their leadership test. Are you sure he's a 9, not an 8? The Great Maw?
Slaughtermaster is a leadership 8.
Oh, okay, yeah, so he rolled a
The Hunter's a leadership 9.
He rolled 9 and panicked his Slaughtermaster's unit, which put him there, which then the Harpies that were in the tower declared a charge against them. They ran 8, but then when the Harpies rolled their 10 plus 2 dice, 3 dice, take the highest 2, rolled like a 22 and caught him. So Slaughtermaster, his unit's dead. And that guy's running again, and then these Shades in the Woods charged the flank of the Yetis here. Blackguard moved up, and I still didn't move my mage. Not really sure what I want to do with her, but there's not a whole lot left on the board for either of us at this point. So we shall see. We'll get back after Dark Elf Magic. Tight game, bottom of turn 4. Magic rolled up 3 dice. Bryce got 2. I channeled, so I had 4. And then I cast Power of Darkness, and he failed to dispel. So I just got my dice back, and I rolled 4 dice to wither the Yetis, so they are now toughness 2. And that's it for Magic. We'll get back after shooting. There is no shooting except for the Cauldron. And I think... I don't know. I think the Cauldron will put the 5-up ward save on... 5-up ward save on the mage. Because you said you're going to march up and shoot her. So 5-up ward on the mage. Alright, Dark Elf hand to hand. Man, these Shades came in on the side and just kicked the snot out of those guys with the withering on them. Did 8 wounds, he had 7 to give. So movement magic shooting hand to hand is done. Ogre turn 5.
6.
5. I'm not filming you. Okay, so an Ogre turn, there were no charges. He did rally. That guy will just, he's like the MVP of the game. He just will not die. Stonehorn turned around so he could shoot the mage. Mage has the 5-up ward from the Cauldron. And the Lead Belchers moved around the corner so they could also shoot the mage. Long range. Single model, I think we get that rule for single model. Oh no, there isn't. No, that rule is gone. So yeah, so he's gonna try to shoot her, and hopefully that 5-up ward will save her quite a bit. I don't know. It's gonna be tight. And that's it for Ogre's turn 5 of movement. No magic, so we can skip the magic phase because this guy is dead. Then we'll go right to Ogre shooting when he comes back from going to the bathroom. Alright, so in shooting, those guys at long range, we figured that they're ballista skill 3, so they need 4s to hit, and then they don't suffer penalty for moving, but they're at long range, so they need 5s. They rolled up 6 dice to shoot,
Yeah, they were ballista skill.
and they hit her enough times to do 1 wound to her, because I had the Cauldron's 5-up ward save on her. And then this dude here on the Stonehorn, the Hunter, he needed a 3 to hit her with a giant crossbow. He hit her on a 5, wounded her, and then I needed to pass the ward save, and I rolled up to 6.
Wait, is
save
it
the ward save?
Is it you do the ward save if I get a wound because it multiplies wounds? So.
Yeah, first you ward save it, or regen save it, whichever one's first, and then if you fail those, then you multiply it up. Yeah, so she's safe. She's sitting at 1 wound.
If you want to, yeah.
Okay. All right. Dark Elf magic was pretty decisive this last one. Rolled up Power of Darkness for the level 4 and Power of Darkness for the other one, and got enough spells that without his level 4 he couldn't really stop. Cast the Withering on the Stonehorn, reduced its toughness from 6 down to 4. Blackguard came in on the flank, and at that point the Cauldron would probably put an extra attack on them. They have the armor piercing banner too, so they'd be -2 to the armor save. So we did that. Level 4 cast the Fire or Penumbrum's Pendulum and put another wound on that guy. And with 4 dice, level 1 mage cast the Medium Fireball and killed the last Man-Eater that was there. And at that point, since I got the Yetis, the Man-Eaters, it was just a matter of time. These shades on my turn, bottom of 5, would shoot that guy. Probably took the last wound off of it. And then now that this thing is toughness 4 instead of toughness 6, with the flank and the Blackguard having Crimson Death guy in there and stuff, figuring we're not even going to bother rolling it up because that's going to be dead on his turn. All he'd really have left is a Gorger, turn 6, and that guy turn 6.
I would just like shoot the shades.
Yeah, he'd probably shoot the shades, and then on my turn, I couldn't get him anyway. So we're going to call it here. We think the defining moment of the game was probably when you chose.
General.
Yeah, when you lost your general.
I thought for sure I would just make that leadership. That's like.
Make it every time except for when it counts, huh? Well, having that great weapon guy flee from Harpies, even though he was only toughness 2.
Well, I lost 500 and kept like 280. So.
Yeah. Having that guy flee and having that go through your unit, that was kind of big. Because there's always a chance.
That was like a make or break.
Yeah, you're right. Because if you would have made it, then you would have conserved those points for that guy.
I would have kept those.
And the likelihood of you passing your general's leadership. So that means you got to have that BSB around, right? So you can re-roll stuff like that.
You're just putting the camera right on the table in the
Yeah.
same spot.
Yep, I'll put it because that's where it counted right there. That one guy that was such a pain in the butt for me to kill wound up winning me the game, right? Because without your level 4, you +4 to cast, +4 to dispel, and then you had that magic item give you
I'm not gonna use
+5.
that guy anymore in my good unit. He's a butthole.
He's a butthole. What about a BSB for this army? I mean, because you had me on the ropes until that thing happened. I mean, you probably would have won.
I don't think there's room for a BSB in here.
No room for a BSB? I think
I think there's room for another butcher. And no hunter on the stone whatever it is.
the hunter on the Stonehorn. Take the hunter off, leave the regular guy on there.
What if you
took the Gorger out, took the hunter off the Stonehorn, and put in the BSB? Because if your general's unit had the BSB...
Yeah, the Gorger didn't really... I like the Man-Eaters, but this is like the 3rd game in a row they've done nothing.
Well, I think we talked about once before, Man-Eaters, you need like 2 units of 3. One with Vanguard, one with Scout, so they can come up close to each other. But then, then you're thinking, all right, well, what are you going to take out? You got another unit of Man-Eaters that are costly. What about that one unit of Bulls that was in front of the Stonehorn? Probably don't need those guys, because they just died, right, to the Corsairs.
Yeah.
If you took those out, took the Gorger out, I think you can
I probably would have
fit...
beat the Corsairs. I underestimated the Stonehorn. I thought it would be worse. I didn't really look at the stats.
Yeah, the Stonehorn was a beast. I mean, I couldn't touch it. And you did right by casting.
I particularly put that in just... Well, I wanted the Stonehorn mainly just to keep its points. So I took that unit of Bulls just to pretty much like be their bodyguard.
I think if you took in a 2,000-point game, I think if you took the Bulls out and took the Gorger out and took the Hunter out and somehow added another unit of 3 Man-Eaters and then another unit of and a BSB. I mean, the thing that lost you the game was not being able to re-roll. Everything else was pretty tight.
That's why Lizardmen. I'm playing my Lizardmen already kicking your butt next time.
Okay, the challenge has been thrown down. Lizardmen versus Dark Elves, next battle. Maybe on Easter, I don't know. All right, we got cleaning up to do. Thanks for watching. Rubicon's the Basement. We are out.